Good evening, gentlemen. I told y'all I'll be here tonight, and I am a man of my word, so I am here. And tonight's entertainment we will be having for our entree will be roast. Many of you all know what that means. Many of you have seen a lot of these roast going around, but unfortunately, a lot of people are not going to roast anybody. A lot of people are simply running their mouths and kowtowing to what other people want. A lot of people are kowtowing to other content creators as well as women. and, I am the great neutralizer. But before we get started, of course, I have to give a shout out to the brothers of the Men First movement that are already here. And bear with me. I gotta wear my fucking glasses tonight, man, for some reason. Drop top. Time to cook, man. Salute to you, my brother. Devil's Reject, man. Salute to you, my brother. It's a female that looks like her in every hood. We're going to get into that. King of Self, man. What's going on, man? Salute to you, my brother. Thought you had a wrench, but we'll fix that. All right. Brother Kenny Conjo, man. Salute to you, my brother. Hashtag Man First. Glad you could be in the building. Big Rich. Big Rich, man. Y'all see, I'm being generous with these wrenches, man. I'm being generous with these wrenches, man, especially for the brothers that have supported. As the channel is growing, I will not forget about those who supported us when we were small. All right. Carlos Moreno, salute to you, my brother. Good to see you in the building, bro. Young Jay with the first super chat of the night. With the 2 pieces says, salute, bro. Hashtag men first. Salute to you, my brother. Striving to be set apart. Damn, I thought Striving had one. Let's get it in here, man. Shalom, Captain GMB. Men first in the chat, man. Salute to you, brother. Glad you could be in the building, man. Romney, the first, aka Barbados. Salute to you, my brother. Glad you could be here. Adakin James Cadicion. Hey, bro, I don't want to butcher your name, man, but I'm glad you're here. I ain't gonna butcher your name, but I'm glad. Q Knox. Where you at, Q Knox, man? You ain't gonna sneak up in here. Devil's Reject, man. Salute to you, my brother. I said, I think I already shouted you out. The Matrix. Salute to you, brother. T3000, man. Good. What's happening, bro? Triple Masterpiece, man. Salute to you, my brother. Glad you could be here as well. Willie Beeman. You see the wrench gang up in here, man. We ain't bullshitting around, man. Salute to you, my brother. Brother Albert is in the building. He said, GMB, you and these thumbnails, bro. Hey, it's kind of a reflection of my comical side, I guess. King Juggernaut, man. What's happening with you, man? Glad you could be here. So anyway, man, I'll see the rest of y'all as we go on, as the room fills up. Tonight, you already know where I am going with where I'm going. I'm glad you all could be here on this Friday night. Being that you are here, you're not out chasing pussy, and that tells me that many of you are focused. I myself this morning, the first thing I did when I got out is I took a shower and I went straight to the motherfucking gym. I didn't waste no time. I had to go by the vitamin shop and pick up a few things that I have ran out of, but I'm here. Also, before we get started, I'd like to give a shout out to the brother Fantastic. I am wearing his BABG t-shirt tonight, which BABG stands for Big Ass Black Guy. He sent me this shirt, so of course I'm going to wear it. I'm not as big as he is. I think he's about 6'5". I'm only about 6'2.5", maybe about 215, 220. I'm not the biggest, most physically imposing man, but I am not a small guy, so to speak. So, I appreciate him for sending me this. Also, I want to give a special shout out to the brother Angry Man, also Black Ram 313, and brother Solo TV 84, who have actually been giving me a lot of shout outs on their platform. And any of the other brothers. Book of Alpharonomy was here last night. You already know how we rock. And anyone else, man, that's actually supporting the message. Most of what I say, and I tell you guys all the time, nearly everything I say, I'm not the most politically or the most articulate person in the world, but at the end of the day, I have a message. My message is male empowerment. My message is trying to get men to focus on what's important for them as men. One thing about it, I'm not going to be one of those who support disingenuous messaging when it comes to black men. Let's take a sip, because this is actually a split. You will actually get some of my live streams where I say sip some with GMB. And tonight is Friday, so I will sip a little something with you guys. But in my opening monologue, I want to touch on a few things, man. And when you are a blue pillar, when you have been raised around a bunch of feminine energy, you will be under the perception that, they condition men to believe that women mature faster than men, earlier than men. And I am here to tell you that it is quite the contrary. Once these women realize that they have a vag, they stop maturing. Once they realize that their vag has power over most men, they stop maturing. They stop thinking rationally. They actually start to believe that everything that they say is truth. Notice when you hit a female with logic and reason, how her behavior changes, how she will try to combat that with, you know, she will actually try to change the subject. Can't think of the word that I'm trying to say, but they will go, to a whole nother subject or try to rationalize it with their own bullshit behavior. They would deflect the talking point. Okay. You can come with all kind of empirical data to back up your talking points, and they will still try to rationalize it. Brother Marcus Allen, man, salute to you for the two-piece, man. I appreciate it. Salute GMB. We all we got. Absolutely. Brother Brown Hornet, as always. Brother Brown Hornet has been a supporter of mine for a long time, man, and he supports this space, male spaces as well, man, and he doesn't get his just due. And I appreciate the 10-piece, man. He says, salute GMB, salute to you as well, my brother. But anytime you come with any sort of facts, they're going to deflect. They're going to try to combat it with saying that, what about men? What about men? We know that a lot of these men who are behaving, immorally, the men that don't have standards, these men are actually being reared by these same women who complain about men. And they will say, well, not all. But when the vast majority of you behave in a certain way, then it is all. The vast majority of men do not have children. Black men, particularly. The vast majority of black men do not behave like the degenerates that are being raised in these single mother-led households. When you tell women they need to step up, they will deflect. No doubt about it. And something that you need to understand is that these hood boogers are not reserved for the ratchets that you see in your hood, the hood rat. No, 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 no. Even the most educated, the ones that are perceived as classy, all of them have a deep-rooted ratchet spirit dwelling within them. This is why you can see videos of women graduating colleges and their default setting is to twerk. And like I've said before, the twerking, this twerking shit is actually a mental disorder. You will see how some of these so-called educated women will, behave themselves in front of white zaddy. Striving. Salute to you, my brother. Hashtag man first. I appreciate the 10-piece. You will notice how a lot of these women behave in front of their white zaddy. They will speak with the King's English, proper vernacular. And as soon as they are around you, then that hood shit starts to come out. Motherfucker this and motherfucker that. You can't make this stuff up, man. This deep-rooted ratchet spirit, these hoes are not going to trade that in or sacrifice that deep-rooted ratchet spirit for a husband. It takes control of them. I want to tell you guys a story about a cousin of mine. She is probably about 4 to 5. Well, she's probably about 5, maybe even 6 years younger than me. But she had a child when she was 14 years old. Okay. At this point right now, she has 4 children. All 4 children are about 4 different men. Now, her oldest is now, I want to say he's 16, but he's in a juvenile facility. And it brings me back to talking to her back in like 2014. When I told her, I said, girl, this was before her last child. I told her, I said, girl, you need to find a husband. She was like, a husband? What the fuck I need to find a husband for? I said, you need to have a husband. You are making these children and they do not have a father. She was like, fuck all that. Meanwhile, she was dropping her children off with different family members and all this other bullshit. And I told her, I was like, man, look, you thinking too much about yourself. You want on the weekends, you want to go party and club and all this other bullshit, but you are depriving your child of discipline, structure, and order. Well, I discipline my kids. That is the this is what brings you back to them not maturing as much as men when they say they are. When I was talking about discipline, she was thinking about disciplining her children. And it brings me to this, you know. Meanwhile, she was dropping them off and all this other bullshit, and saying that she doesn't need a man. And now this child is in the juvenile facility. Let's sip some. And instead of having a husband, she was still out here being a whore. And I've told her this, and she never wanted to listen. And to this day, she's still out, trying to behave like a young ratchet, different color in hairs and all this other bullshit. But this child is in juvie. And I found out from my brother, my baby brother, who told me about it. And so she left them down there to rot. I've told you guys that many of these women care nothing about these children. They use these children to have some remnants of power over them. Being in control of something actually feeds their delusion. It feeds their ego. It's also viewed as a check, whether it's child support or the man providing for the child. And we've covered how these women use the support that they get from these different men to support their other children, especially from the degenerates. But I went down there and seen that, boy. I paid them a visit. They allowed me to visit him, and it's a small window that you can visit them in the youth centers and shit like that. Excuse me. And so I wanted to talk to him, and I went down there. I put a little change on him or whatever. He is in trouble for robbery. Kid is 16 years old, just turned 16. And I wanted to talk to him, man. And I was like, man, what's going on? Why are you behaving this way? What's going on? Why, what drove you to do this? And, being the young lad that he is, engulfed in a lot of feminine energy, he wanted to combat it with, he was being all vulgar, man, fuck this shit, this and that. I was like, son, what's wrong? What is the problem? Why are you behaving this way? And he broke it down to me and said that no one cares about me. And I said, son, listen, if no one cared about you, then I wouldn't be here. I don't just care about you. You're my blood. I love you. I am here for a reason. Now tell me what's wrong. Said, no, nobody care about me, man. My own mama don't even care about me. I said, well, why do you think your mama don't care about you? He said, because she leave me behind to take care of my brothers and sisters, and she be off partying and stuff, man. And then she chose a man over me. I said, I chose a man over you. Yeah, she would leave me behind over the weekend. She be gone, man. And then I gotta take care of them. Ain't nobody gonna take care of my brothers and sisters. And it brought me back to this. It's gut wrenching a lot of the things that a lot of young brothers go through. He talked about the several different men that she bring in and out of the house and stuff, how she'd go lay up in the room while the rest of them hungry. These are the hood boogers that are raising our degenerates. This is a direct reflection, once you dive into these young men's psyche, of what they see. You're emasculated, They're raised by women who say they don't want a man. They actually hate masculinity to the point that these young brothers don't even want to be men. The liberated strag is the enemy of black masculinity. These young brothers are only going to be as strong as the women who are rearing them. Those who say that they don't want a man and they don't need a man. These bitches are androids. We can talk about the ratchet hair. We can talk about the ass implants. We can talk about the breast implants. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter what men say that they're attracted to, because these women are succubi. These women are the modern Jezebel spirit that plagues our people. They plague our young men. They plague our young women. They are setting a standard of whoredom amongst our people. Now, many have come to argue and say, man, she a hood rat. Don't deal with her. You know, we don't deal with hood rats. We don't deal with strats. But that's because you are incapable of three-dimensional thinking. They all have a little bit of ratchet in them. View them for what they are. Look at their behavior. Literally every video that you see of a black female, she is shaking her motherfucking ass. You can see some of these even sadder videos of, you know, where they have their young girl that's 5 to 6 years old. I can't show the video here, but you've all seen it. She's trying to twerk like her mother. I showed you the video last night where the bitch was on the floor popping her pussy on the floor, shaking her ass like a cockroach. And the baby crawled and fell out of the bed trying to get to his ratchet ass mother. These hoes are trash. You can't say all, but when the vast majority of you are behaving a certain way, then that is all. We can bring up the numbers when we talk about single motherhood. We can talk about black women leading in out of wedlock birth rates. Black women leading in having multiple children by multiple men. We can talk about how black women lead in STD rates. You can't rationalize that. But when you hit them with those cold hard facts, then it's a problem. We're queens. But what are you queens of? You hoes are queens of degeneracy and dysfunction and chaos. That is what you are queens of. You can talk about you're the most educated. That shit has been debunked. You hoes are lying to yourself. You are destroying our soldiers. You are destroying black masculinity because you don't care anything about black masculinity. I've spoken about how a black woman will actually take a meth head, trailer park trash, and worship him before they do a decent black man. The proof is in the pudding, brothers. These hoes are over-sexualized, hypersexual. Everything boils back to sex. These hoes have nothing else to offer but their sex, their sexuality. This is why they use it as a tool to prey on the minds of weak men. I told you, brothers, that most of you are viewed as a commodity, a disposable resource. It's all about what you can do, what you can provide. Meanwhile, they ask the men that they are sexually, remember I said it all boils back to sex. The men that they are sexually attracted to, the men that they are procreating with, they don't ask these men for anything. They will actually invest in these men. You see how they march and protest and share pictures of these guys who are being killed through police brutality, even though that's a small fraction of the brothers that are being killed. Ask yourself how many men have been killed and went to prison defending the honor of some worthless drag. I actually see it all the motherfucking time. I tell you, brothers, I see things from a ground level. I am from the streets. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. And after these hoes age out, they've hidden the wall. You can look on my IG and see what I shared. They go from selling pussy to selling plates. You feel me? These hoes will hoard themselves into poverty. They will raise their children to have a feminine mind state. These young men act on their emotions. They believe that they're right in everything that they say. Ask yourself, when you hit a woman with logic and reason, when you hit her with facts, what is her response? How does she behave? She will actually come up that bitch and combat it with emotions, shaming language. You hate women. Your mama black. Why do you hate women so much? What about black men? Well, I'll tell you about black men. Other than their insatiable appetite for a fat ass and a wet vag, black men are actually going out and getting it out of the mud. Black men recognize the error in their ways and they correct them. This is why many of you are here. They listen to information that can actually benefit them because they were emasculated by you, bitch. And now they get to get remnants of what masculinity is about, and they're leaning towards it. They start to listen, just like my little cousin did. He said, I thought I didn't have another way. Now, maybe many of you will say, well, where were you? This is a cousin. This is not my son. As much as I would like to take responsibility, I can't take responsibility for someone else's circumstances. I am not God. I can't be everywhere. I have my own sons to raise. But yes, I could have been sharing information with him, but I was, too busy focusing on what I have going on. But at the end of the day, I am here now. I am there now. And until he's released, hopefully it won't be anything where he's charged as an adult. I will take him under my wing because as hard as he tried to act in that youth center, he broke down crying because he knew that wasn't where he was supposed to be. He, out of all the men that's been in and out of that motherfucking house, none of them took time to teach him how to be a man. He was emasculated and deprived of masculinity all his life. And to know that a grown man that actually cares about him, not trying to fuck his mama, not trying to lay up and eat up all this, drink the juicy juices and shit, walk clean past them and just go straight in the bedroom. No. A man that actually took the time to come see him when he was at his lowest. Brothers, this is only one story of many. This is why I tell you guys, don't be judging the guys, that have made terrible decisions when it came to women and all this other bullshit. When you know better, you do better. We noticed with the Hood Booger, man, I mean, attention is a drug. But you have to understand that attention is simply used as a tool by the Hood Booger. She's not going to fuck with you. You're leaving likes and hearts and comments under her pictures and photos and shit. She don't want you. You are fueling her delusion. You're fueling her ego. For many of you players out there, how many times have you taken one to the stabbing cabin, and once you got her there, she want to cut the light off? She won't even give you none of that washed up, worn out cooch without wearing her shirt. She has to leave her shirt on because she's insecure and ashamed of what you may see. Many of you see as much as they want you to see, and you buy into it hook, line, and sinker. I tell brothers that you need to look beneath the surface. You need to actually see what's going on with these motherfuckers. You can actually, I mean, as the more masculine you become, the more you follow your purpose and focus on what's important, you will see things for what they truly are. You will see a insecure, washed up, worn out whore before she even graces your presence. I've told you guys about androids. These broads are walking mannequins. They get ass implants, breast implants, all this plastic ass surgery for what? For that drug, that need of attention. And a lot of these males, these simps, these maggot males, these negroids, they give it to them freely. And anytime that you give them that, then you are wasting your time. So that means that you don't value your time enough to give your attention to yourself. There's a big difference between negroids are the ones who are being raised by androids. You call them the beta male simp mangina motherfuckers. Shout out the book. Or you could call them a simp. I like to call them negroids. They're reared by androids. These bitches are robots. Notice how all of them behave the same. Most of them, anytime a hairdo is trending, all those hoes are going to wear it. These hoes start getting titties and implants, ass implants, they're going to get that as well. Whatever is trending. When it's trending to be a whore, there are going to be hoes. A lot of you guys, I told you about the single mother shit. You're dealing with women who have multiple children by multiple men. You are basically, when you fucking on that bitch and going behind these men, it's almost borderline homosexual. All the different men that have ejaculated inside of her, and you going right down there and putting your face in it. You don't value your own motherfucking penis, so you don't even value your own manhood. Never mind that she's a bad bitch. No, the bitch has a history of bad decision making, a house full of bad kids, bad credit score, and a bad attitude. But you want the pussy. That's all you're focused on. These bitches are trash. When you see them with orange hair in their head, green hair in their head, blue hair in their head, they are trash. Not to beat a dead horse, but I talked about it last night when these hoes have a bunch of tattoos tatted all on their chest and shit. These hoes are trash. And one of them are live right now. She's infiltrated male spaces and developed a following. A hood booger. Nothing more. These people regurgitate your content and you allow them. You will notice a lot of these hood boogers have a lot of male friends. My brother, that's my bruh. They have no blood relation, but that's her bruh. Her bruh is the one that jumped off the porch. Her bruh is the one that be fucking on her when she get mad at you. You will notice that many of them have a lot of gay friends as well, gay guy friends, because they are kindred spirits. I've talked about that. She will deal with these type of men because in both cases, whether it's the maggot male friend or the gay guy, she puts herself in a position to always be the center of attention. Remember, attention is a drug. This is why they're on social media. This is why you see the bitches on IG who only have, a few pictures up there. They will delete their photos or archive their photos of the ones that don't get as many likes as they think they should get. They all do this. because they are insecure about themselves. Meanwhile, they are not going to show you the photos of them with their old man because they don't want to lose the attention from a lot of the monkey simps that's out there. They're going to do what they do. And at the same time, we talk about OnlyFans and all this other bullshit. This shit is a phase. It will soon dwindle away. You look at the current climate of things, I'm telling you something, man. Legal prostitution is going to be on the way, and a lot of these hoes are going to be in some desperate times. Many of them already are. I told you before that a lot of these hoes don't care nothing about their kids. They view their children as checks. They can get incentivized single motherhood. I am going to show you something that I read today, and it was it actually floored me. Native area, man, what's good, man? Eric Fat, man, what's happening, man? Cortez, man, what's going on, bro? Lance White, man, I see you in the building. Yeah. It get to the point that a lot of young black men don't want to be men. They want to be whores like their mothers. But all of a sudden, black men are the problem. Every time that you bring up the numbers and data and statistics that prove what's a real problem, what's plaguing us as a people, then where are the men? Well, the men are being raised by you. They're being reared by you. Where are their fathers? These hoes will actually try to keep their children away from their fathers because their fathers can actually teach them something, and they don't want to be exposed. This is something that many of you don't pay attention to. The reason that a lot of these women keep their children away from their fathers because they don't want their children to be to find out what female nature really is, especially as he becomes a young adult, a teenager, when he has had little experiences with young females, whether it's at school, you know, or seeing the bad attitude from women. Once you start to indoctrinate him with, you know, quote unquote red pill content or information, he will start to view her differently. And that is why she keeps him away from you. It will be very wise of you not to procreate with these bras. 51% of black men don't, but there are men that do have children, and there are men that are out here dealing with single mothers. And I want to tell you something, if you haven't heard it before. If you are out here trying to wife up some worthless drag that has multiple children by multiple men, there isn't a Hallmark card or a postcard that is designed for stepfathers. You are a stepfool. Those children will never respect you. They will respect the person that birthed them into this world, the one whose sperm created them, no matter how shitty he is. See, these women choose degenerate males for a reason. These women stray away from true masculinity because it is their kryptonite. Y'all don't hear me. They do it strategically. Men of value, men of purpose, men of principle. These hoes will avoid these men like the plague. You must look at the modern Hood Booger as what she really is, a walking, talking beacon of dysfunction and chaos. It is a mental disorder. So it boils me back to the queen shit. That is another thing that there are queens of. I talked about the kindred spirit of the homosexual male, which they love to have around. Black women are 3 times more likely to identify as homosexual or bisexual more than any other race of women. Why is that? You have to think about this too. Many of these women have never been raised in an environment where it was a strong masculine figure. Many of these women have daddy issues, and they're too afraid to confront their mothers for being whores. These single mothers that rear these women will always deflect the conversation, and they will always blame the male. They will never hold themselves accountable for uh, the destruction of the relationship between the two. I how often do you hear men say, I wanted to be in my child's life, I wanted to be in your life, I wanted to be there, but your mother tried to keep you away from that father because they want control. This is a classic narcissistic trait that most of them have. You could take the average fat hood booger, not to digress, but I will digress on that, man. But I'm gonna tell you something. Absolutely, young Jay. It's always the man's fault. These women won't hold themselves accountable for shit. Anytime you try to hold them accountable, even with facts, they will deflect. And they will come with the shaming language. No doubt about it. And now you hate women. No, the fact of the matter is strong black men hate you hoes. You are contributing to the destruction of black masculinity. And I hate, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'm going to say many of us consider ourselves the last line of defense. Many of you here don't realize what I am doing, man. It's a part of my purpose because I have sons. I don't want my sons to fall a victim or fall prey to this shit. This is why I stuck it out. I've had someone come say, man, how could you be with your woman all these years and be alpha? No matter what I am, no matter where I have been in this world, I will always be a man, and I am going to raise my motherfucking children. The difference is I was wise enough to choose a woman who was raised by a strong father. Although I've told you stories how me and him butt heads a lot because you can't keep two alpha men in a room for a long period of time, especially those who are strong in their convictions. He's more liberal, I'm more conservative. It is what it is. But one thing we can agree on is that his wife was not a whore, and all the women in my woman's family, all the aunties, the 9 aunts, her mother, all of them have been with their husband for 30 plus years. This is what nurturing women do. They train their women to be wives, nurturers, raise their children, stick it out with their man. Having strong male leadership means a lot. But these hoes are too busy talking about they don't need a man. And then when they go later on in years and their sex isn't selling as much and they're not as sexually attractive as they used to be, they go from selling pussy to selling plates, fish plates. They go become ushers in the church. You know, the motherfuckers with the white gloves on and shit, with the nursing shoes on, that's passing around the collection plates. Oh, and trust me, them old hoes is watching that collection plate to see which one of these men, which Willie Earl, is going to put $50 or $25, because that's what they're reduced to. They watching that plate to see who put the most money in there, so they'll be very cozy and friendly to him as he depart those churches. Y'all think I'm lying? What you consider the modern Baptist church, not to get into religion, but it's a whorehouse. It is a whorehouse. It's not a house of the Most High. It is a sanctuary for whoredom, for old hoes. Do you hear me? Old simps and old hoes love that Baptist church. Them motherfuckers are deal with the same motherfuckers over and over again. I don't care nothing about the message. They can't tell you anything from the Old Testament. They'll go up there and read a scripture on something on Friday night from the New Testament, and then they bring it out there and try to present it to you like it's something spiritual. And it ain't spiritual at all. It's a load of hogwash. Meanwhile, he is fucking, that pulpit pimp up there is taking your money and fucking several of the women in the congregation. Many of them, they're not singing to the Most High when they're backed up behind him singing. They're singing to him. They idolize and worship this man because he has some remnants of power. He has power over them. The preacher and the pimp are one and the same. You are exactly right. I'm not going to go all to Jamal Harris. You already know. Oh, Willie Early, they're knocking them all down. All them old hoes. Even the motherfuckers that's 80 years old. He paying them visits over there, making sure they're okay when they're on the sick list. You notice when they show up over to the motherfuckers that's on the sick list, they show up to collect that money that they've been missing out on the past couple of weeks. Because even in their old age, even at 80 years old, they're still hoping to get a good man. They need some companionship. Pastor, just send me a good man. Never mind that she fucked up her 20s and 30s. No. She's not going to hold herself accountable for that. Now she's in the church praying for a good man. And a lot of reformed thoughts do that shit too. They're not joining for spirituality. They're joining to get a man. They're looking for the beta male simp man, Johnny motherfucker, within the doors of that church. You see, these hoes have an expiration date. As men, we tend to increase our value as we begin to take better care of ourselves. We begin to focus more on business. And it's unfortunate for men, it's after the age of 35, if they're not privy to this type of information, they will go along in life. And then once they reach 35, 36 years old, they realize that something is wrong. They've been working these shutdowns, jobs that don't have any stability whatsoever. Let me go work this shutdown, make a little money. Let me go work this shutdown, make a little money. Let me go work at the dock and make a little money. Let me go here and make a little money. Let me go there and make a little money. Nothing sustainable. And then they look back and realize that, damn, I've been wasting a lot of my time. I don't have any health insurance. I don't have a 401k. I don't have anything. Why is that? It's because they're indecisive and they are all over the place, just like that single mother that raised them. They will realize that they have been behaving like that single mother the whole time. You will notice a lot of these young brothers that do get on a job, they always tend to become best friends with the OG out there. The motherfucker that's over 60 years old, maybe retired or something, but he just come back to just make a little change to get away from that old bitching ass woman that he always around. And now Willie Earl is his best friend. He go hang out with Willie Earl in his garage, go to his house, meet his wife and meet his whole family, embrace his family as his own because he has been deprived of that type of environment. Y'all don't hear me, man. King of Self, man, I appreciate the 15 piece. I won't be able to listen to the whole live. Look forward to catching the playback. Hashtag man first. Salute to you, my brother. You not catching the whole live shows that you are out here doing your motherfucking thing. And I salute you for that, brother. Always supporting. And you got a wrench now. So stop through anytime. But y'all have to understand, man, this is the reason that a lot of brothers flock to these older men. But you got to be wary of that too. You got to be careful of that too, because a lot of these old motherfuckers are old simps as well. These motherfuckers have been completely out of order. How many of the OGs in your hood got multiple children by multiple women? I'm talking about 5, 6, 7, 8 children. Most of them are all by different women. And meanwhile, the first child, or the second, or maybe even the third, he's still with that mother. It proves that these hoes been attracted to chaos and dysfunction for quite some time. She will stick it out. She will invest everything into these type of men, give them her youth, all her youthful, vibrant years, procreate with this man, give him her income tax money to flip, let him drive her car around, even invest it on a pack. But no, for you, you're going to do the investing. It's all about her. You're going to put her in a house. You're going to put her in a car. You're going to pay the bills. You're going to wine and dine her. You're going to pay for her whore trips. And in return, what do you get? Some washed up, worn out vag that is mushroomed at the top. The split mushroom. This is what you get in return for your hard work and dedication. I'm going to tell you something, and many of you may not want to hear this, but if a woman has not been raised by her father or any strong male figure that's been in her life since her inception or since her youth, that has been any remnants of stability, a man that she looks up to, a man that she actually idolized as her father, you should disqualify her immediately. If she says she was raised by her single mother, no matter what she is presenting to you right now, you must disqualify her until further notice. You must vet her. And this process will take years, because the woman that you meet at 20 won't be the same woman that you meet at 30. The woman that you're dealing with at 30 won't be the same woman that you deal with at 40. The same woman that you marry will not be the same woman that you divorce. Quote me on that. These hoes change like the season. And many of them are there for a season. Many of you make the mistake of believing that she's there for a long time. When in reality, she's there for a good time. Many of you believe that she's one in a million, when really in reality, she's one of a million. Appreciate that, Malachi. Young Jason hit it right on the head. The older she get, the worse she will become, the worse she will behave, because the entitlement issues come out. And this will bring me back to the hood booger. There's queens. This is their favorite line. I am a queen. You're a queen of obesity. You're a queen of student loan debt. You're a queen of whoredom. You're a queen of bad attitude. You're a queen of dysfunction, chaos, single motherhood. That is what you are queens of. Not to go to political aspects of it, but when you think about it, the black woman votes for the liberal party to the tune of 96%, nearly 96%. I want to get it right. It's for a reason. Incentivized single motherhood shows that I don't need a man. I am going to get mine one way or what or the other. You got bitches that live in normally would be $1,200 to $1,400 a month houses getting covered by Section 8, where she only pays $200 a month, and she is getting $1,200 a month in child support from some sucker. You will notice how the first baby daddy, the motherfucker that's in and out of jail, is paying $50 a month. And then you fuck around and come around and procreate with her, and then you're on the hook for $1,000 or more. She done that strategically. She played you. She put on a good act where you thought she was wifey material, and she was a hood booger. You've seen the red flags, but you were so wooed by the neurotoxins of that vag. She was putting that puss on you. She was nutting and skeeting everywhere, giving you, sucking you off till you bust. And you thought you had something. Striving, you heard me say that several times before. The queen of playing a victim. I say this all to get you guys to protect yourselves. You have to. And protecting yourselves brings me to this. Stop prioritizing sex. Stop prioritizing women. Stop looking at these hoes. Stop following these hoes on the ground, man. Because if you are following, that means she is leading. As a man, you are built to lead. If you are following, she is leading. And she look at her followers as fuel to her ego. You following these hoes, and these hoes don't know nothing about you, but you watching her every move. This hoe is plastic. You check me out on IG. I shared a post where she said Applebee's 2 for $20 is not a date. Meanwhile, she was sleeping on a mat that looks like a piece of light bread. These hoes' entitlement are ridiculous. They feel entitled to the best of everything simply because they have a pussy. And the pussy has been worn out by several men that didn't give her an iron dime. Taking this bitch to the Super 8 after the club. Buying this bitch crawfish. You know these hoes love seafood. They love bottom feeders. Seafood, shrimp, crab legs, shit that dwells at the bottom of the sea. They love that shit. So why the hell you don't think they don't love the bottom of the barrel when it comes to men? Are you serious? Y'all don't hear me. So anyway, I would like to pull up a video because you already know how I do about that. We are at the 58-minute mark. I hope you guys will hit the like button. Iron Line, salute to you. Make sure you in the building, man. Hey, Iron Line, salute to you, my brother. Always coming with the Old Testament on here. I'll be watching you. Let's not forget, most of the succubi suffer from opioids, opitis, and Jocasta complexes. Many of these broads are raised to be whores. Whores beget whores, man. They're rear whores. I will have before I leave, hold me to it. I will have a live stream quoting the Old Testament and showing how it is an example of exactly what we are witnessing today. Triple masterpiece, you stupid. Daniel Baxter, man, I appreciate the 5-piece. But I want to show you something. I'm gonna share this. I want y'all to, bear with me. This is from a fellow brother on YouTube. And I think this is an old video, but I'm going to share it anyway. And I want you to watch. We will all watch in silence. It's about 5 minutes. I will give my breakdown as we go along. Let's check it out.
In a year, a drug dealer make $3 million a day. Who would you rather date? A drug dealer that make $3 million a day, or a doctor that makes $600,000 a year? I'm talking about Kingpin, Freeway Ricky, like $3 million a day, man. Think about it. I'm talking about the drug dealer, like he's spoiling you now. He's going crazy.
I know.
But the doctor, like, makes $600,000.
I mean, okay, so
Why is it so hard to answer this question?
drug dealers.
Drug dealer?
Period. Drug dealer. Drug dealer. Drug dealer. Drug dealer. Hood nigga.
Hey.
Only fuck drug dealers. Better stay shit. Give me the drug dealer.
That's not all, huh? This man has interviewed, what, about 8 women so far? What did all of them choose? I would like to also say this is for fair use. This is for research purposes only. This is for fair use. Let us continue.
I already like to kill us.
Period.
Wanna know that shit that for us?
I already like to kill us. And guess what? What was that default setting? Let's back it up a little bit. I already like to kill us, but watch that default setting. What I say about that default setting,
Give me the
gentlemen?
drug dealer. I already like to kill us.
Period.
Wanna know that shit that
Up,
for us?
up, up. There go that default setting. One more time.
Shit. Give me the drug dealer. I already like to kill us.
Period.
Wanna know that shit that for us?
Told you. I told you. I told you. And you want to sit up there and say not all. Okay, then. Keep saying that stupid shit. Let us continue.
All right.
So now you gotta calculate the. I need a drug dealer. You heard her. Drug dealer.
You know the vibes. I'm going with the 3 mil a day.
Cause a day, 3 million a day.
A
Like,
day. A day. A day.
A day.
A day.
A day.
A day. She said a proper a day.
All right, well, yeah, I'm with that.
Now these questions are hypothetical. It could be a doctor that's making what he said 600,000 a year. It could be a drug dealer that's making 10 grand, not 3 mil a day. He could be making 10 grand a day. This is what those hoes love. This is why they answer so quickly. Let us continue.
Like, that's why.
It's a no-brainer.
Right. And I like drug dealers. A drug dealer.
How come?
Because I would date a drug dealer regardless.
Whoa. I would date a, what did I just say? Right on cue. I would date a drug dealer regardless. Oh shit. Fucked up. God damn it. My bad, Spade. I ain't trying to infringe on your shit.
Would you rather date a doctor that makes $600,000
Where were we at?
I'm with that.
Like, that's why.
It's a no-brainer.
Right. And I like drug dealers.
And I like drug dealers. Did you hear that? That's what they're attracted to. Kendra Spirit. Look at this bitch face. Oh, I'm glad I paused it. Look at her eyes. Look at her motherfucking eyes. These hoes are soulless. The modern Jezebel has complete control of these. What I say about the android? Did I not tell you these hoes were androids? Look at the look on her face. Look at the look on her face, brothers. Walking mannequin, walking zombie, androids, soulless. I got to click on the soulless. Look at the look. Programmed. People talk about MK Ultra. Look at that motherfucker eyes, man. Look at the 1,000 cock stare. What the fuck is that tatted on her chest? Demonic. Demonic. Roger Connor, you hit it on the head. But many of you guys are worshiping this type of female. You see a high yellow. She might got a fat ass with some hamburger meat. She is empty. That broad is empty inside. Drug dealer. Oh, but the Most High doesn't make you believe in coincidences. It was a reason that it paused right there. You brothers get to witness this type of shit firsthand. You see exactly what I am talking about. Look at her face, man. It tells you everything you need to know about all of them. Eric, you're exactly right. They're dangerous. Brothers, this is why you must protect yourself. You think these bitches on Instagram, you see these hoes out and about, man, you don't catch that freeze frame. You don't catch that freeze frame, but you need to see that freeze frame. Most of them see that when they're looking in the mirror. All of them have their program, their androids. All of them are going to get up in the morning and do, makeup, hair, and all this other bullshit. They're going to do all that extra shit. No matter what a man says about he doesn't like it, they're programmed to, this is what I have to do to be beautiful. I got to suck some dick. I got to fuck. These hoes wake up in the morning to find dick. They wake up to fuck. Mastermind game. Telling you. Pull that SIM card. And just like old cell phone, that bitch dead. Most of them are dead inside. Do you see the image? These hoes are empty inside, man. They are a shell of a woman. They are no longer women. These hoes have so many motherfucking different entities and spirits inside of them from so many men that they're done. They're damaged. That freeze frame tells you everything you need to know about the modern Jezebel. And many say, not all, bitch, I will tell you something about that. Nearly all. You can tell by the sexual statistics, these hoes are queens of STDs, queens of out-of-wedlock birth rates, queens of having multiple children by multiple men. Their sexuality controls them. King Juggernaut, man, I appreciate the 3-piece. The drug dealer and the yayo imprinted her. You could never compensate for her imprint. You could give this bitch the world and she will still fuck with the men that imprinted her or the men that are like her imprint. You witnessed it with Jada Pinkett. All those rappers, Eazy-E, Tupac, Biggie, all the motherfuckers she was hugged up on. And she settled with the beta male Manjana. But guess what? See how that went? Telling you, brothers, protect yourselves. Now, we're going to play the rest of this video, but I'm glad I froze it right there so you brothers get to see firsthand. Soulless, empty. There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
A drug dealer.
How come?
Because I would date a drug dealer regardless. I mean, okay, so maybe I would date a drug dealer, but then
Your wife does the doctor.
I would help him show his potential to let him know he could be a doctor because he's already into pharmaceuticals. He's a street
Strag logic.
pharmacist.
Wow. She found a way. Found a way to take the turn his drug.
Potential.
These oh shit. Fuck, I wasn't trying to do that.
Would you rather date a doctor that made? Wow. She found a way. Found a way to.
These hoes are so smart that they're fucking dumb. And you mean to tell me they're the most educated? They're the smartest. They're the more mature. Listen to this shit again.
But then
Your wife does the doctor.
I would help drug dealers. A drug dealer.
How come?
Maybe I would date a drug dealer, but then
Your wife does the doctor.
I would help him show his potential to let him know he could be a doctor because he's already into pharmaceuticals. He's a street pharmacist.
Wow. She found a way. Found a way to take the turn his drug dealer.
And she meant that. She wasn't saying that for no fucking joke yet. She meant that. She meant that. she thought she was saying some deep shit. Let's continue.
And to a doctor. I guess that's smart. I guess.
I mean, money is money.
Okay.
I'm expensive.
You're expensive? Entitlements 101.
You come with a price. I feel.
A hood booger. Bunch of fake ass hair in her head. Money is money.
Versus 600. He make $3 million a day versus 600,000 a year. I'm getting broke off $1 million. Period.
How come?
Even if we go to jail tomorrow, I mean, I'm gonna profit his $3 million from $3 million. What the? Come on, you crazy for $6 million?
Oh, there go that mannerism. Check him out again. Check her out again. Check her out. Check her out.
$3 million. What the? Come on, you crazy?
Watch this. Got to fart with the mouth.
For $6 million.
Look, oh, there you go. Now imagine waking up to that every goddamn night. Like I said, Anton Brown, I said androids. These hoes are robots, man. They're conditioned and programmed by the same logic. The hive, the Association of Single Mothers, the Fraternity of Single Motherhood, which they fight valiantly to defend, is what raised this. Willie Beamer said robotic clones. I'm telling you, androids. And those, you know what those androids produce? Negroids who have the same logic, who are willing to die for these same hoes with this type of logic. Let us continue.
Drug dealer.
Damn, walk up.
Without a question. Bitch, are you bet your eyes too hard, you are going to fly to France. Bitch, you don't need Delta. You don't need American. You don't need, bitch, you got some Spirit eyelashes on. The cheap flight. Bitch, you look like you can flap your eyes too hard and you are going to fly away. And then the crazy thing about it, you will say that, you know, white women are culture vultures. Yeah, you got culture vultures. Meanwhile, you walk around with a head full of blonde ass hair in your fucking head. Man, not to digress, man, but I'll tell you something. I had a bitch that tried to tell me that Aborigines people are black and they have blonde hair. I kid you not. That is real talk. A bitch tried to rationalize her fake ass blonde hair by saying Aboriginal people have blonde hair. I kid you not. But this bitch, she blinked too hard. She's probably going to fly to the moon. Let us continue.
No, why you say that so quick?
I like their like aggressiveness, like
Ooh.
their motive. I don't know. I fuck with drug dealers. I guess.
Fuck with the hood niggas.
Yeah, I like the thugs.
Like thugs?
Yeah.
Freeze frame again. The same bitch with the horse teeth. Don't let that bitch suck you off. She gonna bite you. She gonna bite you. Look at that mouth. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna tell you something. You fought with that bitch for 4 years. 4 years from now, she's going to be fat. Anytime you see that line right there, it's over. Okay? And what the fuck is that again? What the fuck does that mean? But y'all niggas got a thing for these high yellows, man. These high yellows are the most entitled and the most dysfunctional. Telling you, that freeze frame. God damn, that bitch look like the little alien. You know the look when the alien is first born, when it busts up out your motherfucker, when it busts up out the people's stomach and shit. Ah, look at that bitch teeth. That bitch looked like a worm with teeth. A worm with human teeth. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, let us continue.
Yeah.
All right, it's a no-brainer.
Right. And I like drug dealers.
What makes more
They got that hustle.
That hustle.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, I love me a drug dealer. Ooh, 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 ooh. I love a degenerate. Come over here and goddamn drive my car while I'm at work. Come over here and take my money and slap me around and call me a bitch. I love it. I love it. I'm a hood rat bitch, and I love it. This is what I am attracted to. Look at the insatiable lust of just talking about it. This is what she loves. This is what they all love, man. The vast majority, until she is washed up and worn out. And even then, she will only go back to a decent man for his resources and still have that insatiable appetite for a degenerate. Look at that. Look at that look, man. You brothers better wake up. This is in real time. Look at the other one behind him. What the fuck is that? That ain't nothing but a goddamn cockroach. Let's continue.
You know what they're doing? They got their ways of being slick, and they're making the money. Way more than a doctor.
Bitch, what is up with your teeth? What the fuck? Hold on, let's back up. Let me see if I can get a freeze frame of the motherfucking teeth.
They got their ways of...
Bitch, what is going on with your teeth? God damn. Bitch, you got some big ass teeth. And look at it, man. Y'all know, because she got an ass, y'all think that's a bad bitch. Oh, you think that's exotic? That's exotic. A fucking hood booger. You fucking simps kill me. Look at that bitch teeth. That bitch will bite you to death.
Being slick, and they're making the money. Way more than a doctor.
And look, oh, there you go. Close call. Look at that bitch teeth. Look how she twists her mouth. She don't even want to show her teeth. You can tell how she talking. Bunch of fake ass hair, fake ass eyelashes, and some big ass motherfucking rabbit teeth. And you motherfuckers think that shit cool. You think that shit is attractive. That's a bad bitch to most of you fucking clowns out there. That bitch is trash. You must you must be able to diagnose trash when you see it. That is trash. That is definitely trash. And that bitch got 1,000 bodies. I guarantee that bitch got every bit of 300 bodies. Bodies real talk. Look at all that fake up. If you take away the weave, those fake ass eyelashes, that drawn on shit right there, and leave her bare, what do you think you would have? I'm just curious. Brother better wake up out here. And this is the norm. This is actually the standard. Let's continue.
If you're a doctor making that much, what lives are you saving? Like, no, not no 600 a year.
The most educated, huh? The most educated, the smartest, the most mature, huh? Okay.
I'm talking about 600,000. Still no? Still a no?
Cause they know how to like, yeah.
What did you say?
Protection.
Protection. Did you hear that, gentlemen? Protection. Protection. Breonna Taylor was being protected, huh? The same, these hoes around here talking about, say her name. Say her name. I told you, man. And this bitch would get her fucking brains blown out. And we're supposed to march for this bitch. Protection, huh? When these hoes talk about protection, what do they need protection from more than all? I asked the chat. Y'all normally know, y'all know how I do. I asked the chat room. Who do these hoes need protection from? I'm curious. Gentlemen, help me out here. What do these hoes need? Cortez, thank you. Blaze Block, thank you. These hoes need more protection from themselves than anyone on this fucking planet. So I never want to hear any of these strags talking about motherfucking protection. Triple masterpiece. Trey Boogie. Rule of 7. Y'all right on time. When they talk about protection, this is exactly what they're talking about. This is where the entitlement comes from. These hoes think that they can make these type of decisions, and it's supposed to be a decent man waiting on them at the end of the carousel. Once they hop off that carousel, then they're going to jump into the arms of a decent man. But many of them are coming up empty. This is why you go into these female spaces, you hear senses and clear signs of desperation. Men are waking up. Men are waking up, and I salute you brothers for doing so. Just a few people that are here tonight. You guys sharing red pill content. You're talking about men being men first. You don't realize the lives that you guys are actually affecting. I'm serious. You are changing men's lives. Whether you know it or not. Someone is always watching you, brothers. Let us continue. We'll finish up.
So doctors don't buy guns.
You said date, not married.
No, the drug dealer gonna need the doctor.
Date, not marry. Remember what I told y'all, brothers? Dating means fucking. Fun equals whoring, thought behavior.
You get shot. You feel me?
Yeah. So he still got money. I don't know. I want a drug dealer. I don't want a doctor.
Huh?
Respect to the doctor that's making that 600 million. 600,000. Get your hustle any way you need to, regardless. Get your legal hustle. But I'm gonna fuck with the 3 million a day, and I'm tapping with slavery. I'm 3 million a day.
Hey, baby, honey.
Baby,
Whoa. Let's back it up. What did I say about that hive? What did I say about that hive? What did I say about the androids? Let's go back. Y'all seen that, huh? This is a completely different bitch. Watch the mannerisms. They all got the same shit. Let's go. Let's go.
any way you need to, regardless. Get your legal hustle. But I'm gonna fuck with the 3 million a day, and I'm tapping with slavery. I'm 3 million a day.
Zay! How many bitches you know that say Zay? Oh, same shit.
Hey, baby, honey.
Baby.
Y'all see it? Different parts of the globe, different demographics, all the same shit.
So you're saying like, all right, you might date the drug dealer, but
Y'all seeing this shit in real time. I'm glad. Yeah. They all of them. It's all of them. Even the most supposedly sophisticated. Sean Gambino, that was gonna be my next point. Boy, you right on cue. Every last one of them is tatted up. And many of you guys say that is a clear sign of dysfunction. Well, I agree. But we have women in male spaces that's with big ass tattoos talking about male content, regurgitating our talking points, and men are following these females. And if you let a female lead, then what does that make you? Let's continue.
but cuff the doctor.
I would.
That would be smart to do.
Yeah, that's smart.
That's smart. Man, get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Fuck the drug dealer and cuff the doctor.
As long as he know what he doing and he ain't finna get caught.
He gonna never get caught. He ain't gonna get caught. Give me a day. He could buy off the cops. He could get
He'll
good
never
noise.
get caught, then it's a given. Like, I mean, he only need really one day. You know what I'm saying? 3 million ain't
He
good.
need one day and he can retire. Yeah.
I'm gonna
3 million in one day. That's all he needs for life.
I just say the doctor or drug dealers ain't got shit. You might fuck around and go to jail now. What?
Oh, look. You got one that agree with the doctor, but look at her. Look at her. She's one of those old washed up ones. She's been out there. She's somebody auntie. She's somebody auntie. She's the only one that got a little sense about herself.
I just say the doctor or drug dealers ain't got shit. You might fuck around and go to jail now. What? If 3 million, they don't help me. I would.
Oh yeah, you see that. Auntie, that's somebody auntie.
I'm gonna
I just say the doctor or drug dealers.
She, oh man, look at the face. Look at her facial expression. She mad because she'd have been ran through by so many of them drug dealers. She mad. Look at that face. She is infuriated. She is mad. Them niggas done pumped and dumped her, man. She a single mother like a motherfucker. And she out there looking for a doctor right now. But look at that face. Man, that face tell you everything you need to know. What she done been ran through. She tired of thug niggas. She hate them motherfuckers. She done loved them so much that she hate them motherfuckers. They done drove her car and got it impounded and wrecked that motherfucker and took her income tax and lost it and shit. She done procreated these motherfuckers. She hate them. Look at that face. That is a face of sheer hatred. You bring up a thug nigga or a drug dealer you want to, that bitch ready to kill. Let's continue. Goddamn.
Ain't got shit. You might as fuck around, go to jail now. At $3 million, they don't help me.
At $3 million, they don't help me. Yeah, that bitch.
I would probably do the doctor because it's pros and cons to both. So like the doctor, he's legal, he's still making bread, and if I got a kid, I ain't got to worry about his dad going away for jail if he get caught.
Wow. And notice she is probably one of the darker complected sisters. She doesn't have a bunch of the fake assets. She looks to be a little more wholesome than the rest. And she speaks, but she's still out there. You know what I'm saying? But notice, she's the only one of all these hoes that spoke with some fucking sense. Let's look at it again. She may be one of the more least attractive, but this is the type of woman that a lot of you guys will actually look over.
I would probably do the doctor because it's pros and cons to both. So like the doctor, he's legal, he's still making bread, and if I got a kid, I ain't got to worry about his dad going away for jail if he.
This broad has a little bit of sense about herself, and you can tell she's genuine. Go figure.
Get caught.
So I date a doctor because of drug dealer. You liable to get killed. There's two places: jail or you dead. Either or. I ain't got.
Bitch, you lying. Remember, as much as I said about you could tell the other one was genuine, that bitch is telling a mammy fucking lie. Let's go back. Tell the mannerism.
I date a doctor because of drug dealer. You liable to get killed. There's two places.
All of them got that finger wave, that same little wag of the finger. She for the interview, this same little, all of them got that same little hand gesture. And bitch telling a motherfucking lie. I know a liar when I see one, and bitch, you telling a motherfucking lie. You ain't just a lie, you a motherfucking lie. Show your edges, bitch.
Jail or you dead, either or. I ain't got time for that.
You gotta think small. That shit about that dumb money, fast money, that's how you lose shit, get killed quick. That's it.
Well, I'm gonna make my own money so I can get the nigga that I want. So the probably.
Oh my goodness. What the fuck is that in your goddamn head, bitch? I tell you something else too. Brothers like to talk about tattoos, but those motherfucking face piercings, the bull horns, the bull nose, or whatever the fuck, with a bull ring and shit like that. Oh man. And now I'm gonna tell you something else too, brothers. Always look at bitches' jaws. Pay attention to their cheeks. She got on makeup, but pay attention. If she were to wipe off all that makeup, you would see what lies beneath. And the shit looks like polka dots. I guarantee you. Clear sign of dysfunction. Let's go.
A doctor, because I don't want to be in no trouble and shit.
Right.
A doctor.
Easy.
How
come?
Because like a doctor is a legal profession and he can't really lose his job, but like nothing's guaranteed for a drug dealer.
But I'm saying, I mean, you could maybe deal with the drug dealer maybe like a week.
I want big money. Plus, if you're a drug dealer, you don't know who's out there trying to get you. You're not it's risky.
But I'm saying,
I'm trying to live a safe life.
But I'm saying the drug dealer, he gonna go crazy on you. Like, you can probably temporarily just fuck with him. Be like a week or two.
I'm not temporary. I'm forever.
You wifey material?
I'm wifey. I'm like a ride or die. Ain't nothing temporary. If we're not dating for a future, we dating to waste time. I ain't got time to waste.
Oh yeah, y'all will fall for that dumbass shit. Okay. But yeah, she out on the strip, half-ass naked.
I want a drug dealer.
I want somebody make $600,000
$600,000 a year. I want somebody that makes $600,000 a year because I feel like you're doing it the right way. Hey, but I want a drug dealer. I'm not holding him down, but I want a drug dealer.
But listen, hey, come back though. But that drug dealer, feel me, he gonna need the doctor when he get his ass smoked. You feel me? Like, what you gonna do?
That ain't my problem.
What? Ain't no motherfucking problem. I'm pretty sure most of y'all have seen enough of this shit, but I'll play it to the end. There ain't much left. Oh shit. Damn it. Pretty sure many of y'all have seen enough of this dumbass shit.
I'm not going down with you though.
Damn.
You see that handful? All of them got that shit. A part of the hive. That hive is going to show you that hand like it begging for something. You see that? You see that, don't you? It's always that same expression. Androids. How many times do I have to tell you guys? Android.
Ride or die? Ain't no ride or die. She ain't no rider. See, that's wrong with our black queen city, man. You feel me? They ain't here to ride for us, let alone die for us.
Okay, that's all, folks. But again, I try to tell you guys, man, you know, this is in real time. This is something that you actually are viewing, you know, a brother going out there asking questions and what they prefer. And they're going to tell you what they prefer. It doesn't matter about the money. It's all about their preference. And their preference is not a good man, not a decent man. So don't waste your motherfucking time. It's more important now than ever to focus on you and your purpose. It's the best time to go out here and build a life for yourself, something sustainable. And I guarantee you, man, you won't have a problem with women. You got to think, man, even the fat, disgusting, lazy bitch feels entitled to a decent man. These are the ones who actually over-sexualize themselves more than any of the others because they have to overcompensate the Lizzos of the world. You know, the reason a lot of them wear a lot of that fake up and fake ass hair is to garner attention, to stand out. Normally in our spaces, we talk about how the man that is the loudest man is in the room is normally the most insecure man. It's no different from the modern liberal strag, Lizzo the hippo. These motherfuckers are trash, dude. Even the ones that you think are bad, man. Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. These motherfuckers ain't bad, bro. They're bad for you. They're bad for your life. I like to show something that Jap shared earlier today. Shout out to Japper, man. I'm pretty sure y'all subscribe to him. You know, we talk about entitlement. And here you go. This my motherfucker like this right here feels entitled. I'm perfect. What else do you want to know? Looking for something serious. Imagine we meet, fall in love. My kids eventually call you dad. And we all live happily ever after. Right first, please. I'm telling you, man. This is what you're dealing with. Up close and personal. And a lot of y'all say, well, I'll fuck her. She still look good. I'll smash. And then guess what? You impregnate this drag. And she's going to rape your pockets. It's going to destroy you. But you don't see that. Y'all don't see it. This is what lies beneath. Remember when I was talking about that makeup when you pay attention to their cheekbones and shit? You can actually see this one. I think I showed this one before, but I'll show it again just for shits and giggles. It doesn't have any audio, but I just want to show you this shit again so you can see. So y'all be thinking I be bullshitting. You brothers need to have the trained eye. Brothers need to have the trained eye. You see her those bumps and shit? You can see. You can't hide everything. And this is what lies beneath. Brothers must have the trained eye and realize what you're seeing, what you're witnessing. RBR with the 5-piece, man. Stepdad equals step on. Yeah, your ass gonna get stepped on. Y'all better realize what you're dealing with out here, man. A bunch of fake up and clown ass makeup. And these motherfuckers looking to take your ass down through there, brothers. I'm serious, man. I mean, it's witchcraft. It's witchcraft, man. Witchcraft. But many of you don't see it. You're too busy looking at that ass. Never mind the 100 bodies, the 200 bodies, the 300 bodies. Uncle Will Earl. Sean Powell. Hold on. I'm wrong. Jew Millior. I'm going to tell you something. Herpes is real. Herpes is incurable. And a lot of those spots in these motherfuckers' face, that's where it stems from. It ain't from a lack of water, like some people say. I get that pussy. I hit that pussy. I pay your light bill. I don't care nothing about no herpes. I don't care nothing about no herpes shit. I'm about dead anyway. I'm one step away from the nursing home anyway. All you gotta do is just piss in my hand. Piss in my hand. Piss in my hand. Just piss in my hand, bitch. You can piss on me. I'll fix your car. And I'm gonna fuck you too. I'm gonna put this old dick on you. I'm gonna put this old earthworm on you. And the earthworm gonna turn to a snake. The earthworm is gonna turn to a snake and it gonna hit you in your stomach. I'm gonna fuck you. I see you out here with your little tight ass pants on and shit. When you come over here, you wear your sundress. You wear your sundress and you just pull them. You don't wear no panties. Don't wear no panties. Just put them to the side. Just pull that dress up and I'm gonna fuck you. They don't like no fat one. You ain't fat. You just big bone. You have a molecular structure. And I'm gonna fuck you. Molecular structure mean I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna pay your car note this month, but you're gonna have to drop that push out for me at least 2 times this week. Oh no, I ain't a condom. What the fuck is a condom? I don't wear no motherfucking condom. A condom for what? A condom. When I come, you gonna be done, bitch. When I come, I'm gonna be done. Come done. Come done. Come done. When I come, I'm gonna be done. But I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna stick it in your mouth. You gonna suck this old dick. You ain't gotta suck the whole thing. You can just lick it at the mushroom tip. Just lick it at the mushroom tip. When you suck on the mushroom tip, then you're gonna taste the drip drip. You're gonna taste the drip drip when you suck on the tip. Now, I ain't trying to go all in your asshole. Now, I don't like shit on my dick. Now, I don't like no shit on my dick. But if you period on me, bitch, it's gonna be shit on my stick. If your period on, you gonna get. If I pay that car note, I'm coming. I am gonna come. I don't give a damn what you say. We is doing some fucking. You can lay up and fuck who you want to. Tomorrow night, week after next. I don't give a damn who you fucking. But if I pay your car note, bitch, you gonna fuck me. And if your period on, I don't want no shit on my bed. I don't want no. I might go in the bloody. I done seen blood, bitch. I fought in wars. I fought in Vietnam. I seen a lot of blood. Fucking you ain't no different. I'm gonna put this dick on you in that Red Sea. I am gonna part your Red Sea, bitch. I'm gonna fuck you with your period on. Mental what? Cycle. Bitch, I am going to recycle. I am going to cycle that old recycled pussy. I am going in you raw. Red Sea. Red, bitch. I done seen red from the time I was born. Bitch, have you ever seen somebody kill a hog? Gut a hog? I kill people for fun. If I put my hands in motor oil that come out of old beat up ass engine, just like the engine on your pussy that got 400,000 miles, I do not mind sticking my dick in that pussy with it bloody, matter of fact, bitch, I will fuck you if you was shitting and your period was on at the same time. I'm messy like that. I get down with the get, bitch. I'm a gangster. You ain't think Willie Earl got it like that, did you? Willie Earl is a G, bitch. You got to understand. You got to understand. It's going to be a whole lot of fucking going on. If I paying them bills, bitch, you going to be fucking. You can fly to Las Vegas. You can fly everywhere. But you going to suck this dick. I guarantee you that. Anyway, I'm done playing with y'all, man. Oh man, it's a classic when we bring Uncle Willie Earl out. Oh shit! Oh, you already know, boy. Hey, fuck it. Anyway, brothers, it's been an epic stream. I appreciate y'all for coming through tonight, man. And like I've said before, I come from a place of trying to empower you brothers to focus more on yourself and not focus so much on these motherfucking bras. Many of you say, well, man, I just ain't dealing with no hood boogers anyway, but you got to understand that hood boogers are everywhere. It ain't the ratchet with the fucking rainbow hair, the bitch that's wearing the tight revealing shit all the goddamn time. No. It's the average everyday bitch. They all have a little bit of ratchet in them, and they all want a little bit of thug in them. Every man that they deal with has to have a little bit of street in him. If he doesn't, she's not going to be attracted to him. These men are considered the protectors of the community. RBR with another one, man, with the 10-piece, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Hashtag men first, man. I appreciate the support I've gotten from all you brothers tonight, man. And, tomorrow we're going to take tomorrow off, man. But I'll be back Sunday. Uncle Willie Earl will be back Sunday. And I am looking to have an open panel. I may even start the initial stages of the call-in show, man, where everyone can actually call in. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, you don't have to share the live streams, man. Share the content, bro. Share the content. Like the videos, man. Share the content, bro. Like my brother Antone Brown, man. I mean, he's a friend of mine on Facebook. I had deactivated Facebook. But to be honest, man, my old lady convinced me to stay on Facebook. She's like, you got a channel, you got the group, you got to, no matter what people say, whatever, it may get under your skin, but you have a message and people need to hear your message. If you remember, she reminded me what I started with. If I could just touch one person, I'm doing the work of the Most High. That is what a wife does for you, man. That is what a real woman does for you. Unfortunately, man, finding one of those is very rare. But if you know the disqualifying factors of what you're looking for, women who respect order, structure, discipline, principles, value, masculinity, you better cherish that. You can always whip them into shape to a certain degree. I ain't telling you go to pick out no fucking 2 now. Because if that 2 was a 10, then she would act fucking entitled and dysfunctional just like the rest of them. But what I will tell you, brothers, is to focus more on yourself. Focus more on the things that are important to you. Women will come and women will go. It's life. But people that are genuine about their intentions and serious about what they are looking for and what they need in their life, they'll find you. On the road, on the journey to the inevitable end, you have a born date and you have an expiration date. But in between those 2 points, you have life. Now, what you do in between those 2 points in your life is solely up to you. But will you be one of those people who are easily forgotten about within months after you're gone? Or will you be one of those people who left a lasting legacy that people will talk about for years to come? Before I get out of here, I would like to talk about like the brother Patrice O'Neal. Patrice O'Neal is considered like the godfather of black red pill uh, content. Unfortunately, during his lifetime, no one really appreciated the gems that he was dropping. And now post-mortem, it's rare to see any male space that doesn't talk about this brother or share some of the information, that the gems that he was trying to drop on us. Another one is Chris Rock. Chris Rock is still here, but people don't appreciate the way he talks about the things that men are going through when dealing with women. He has to be kind of politically correct, so to speak, but Patrice was more off the chain. And now people, even 10 years after his death, it's probably been it's been 10 years, maybe a little bit longer now. Cat Williams. These comedians are always giving you red pill information because they out here dealing with these hoes in real time. The haters ball. I'm serious, man. So appreciate brothers for taking the time to try to enlighten you about female nature, because women are not going to hold themselves accountable. You're not going to find people that's going to talk about this shit because most of them are in fear of losing their channel. You know, my first channel was destroyed, taken down, terminated, but it's neither here nor there. We still going, and these hoes still hoeing. Do you feel me? I definitely appreciate y'all brothers to coming in tonight, man. It takes a lot for me to sit up here and run my goddamn mouth. But to the day, man, I appreciate you brothers, man. We are all here to empower each other, man, help each other. Share the videos, man. Like the videos, man. You know, I don't ask for much. This is what we're here for. And we're going to continue to do what we do. I'll be back on Sunday, brothers. Y'all hold it down. Continue to take care of yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. Salute and peace out.